everyone, welcome to Celebration Gathering. Going to celebrate some learning this morning, and we're going to start with Willow Learning Zone, and the first certificate is for Oliver. Dear Oliver, you've been chosen for Celebration Gathering today because you've shown such amazing creativity and stamina in your writing and produced a one-of-a-kind adventure story as a result. Congratulations from Mr. McLean and Mrs. Scott. Dear Zach, also in Willow Learning Zone, you've been chosen for Celebration Gathering today because you've been an amazing author and used all of your 21st century learning skills to write your amazing adventure story. And that's congratulations from Mr. McLean and Mrs. Scott. This is for the other class in Willow Learning Zone, and this one's for Ava. Dear Ava, you've been chosen for Celebration Gathering today because you've done amazingly well with the distance learning, and it's been fantastic to hear that you have a good routine at home. You've been so resilient during this time. Well done. And that's from Mr. Bailey and Mrs. Scott. And in the same class, this one's for Logan. Dear Logan, you've been chosen for Celebration Gathering today because you have engaged brilliantly in the distance learning and have shared so much of it with us, which has been fantastic. You have a fantastic attitude to learning. Keep it up. And that's from Mr. Bailey and Mrs. Scott. So let's give those children in Willow Learning Zone a clap. Now we're going to go to Beach Learning Zone, and the first one is for Rosalia. It says, you've been chosen for Celebration Gathering today because you've been really challenging yourself when you're doing the distance learning. We've loved seeing all of your learning on Twitter and in our emails. Congratulations from Miss Salmon and Mrs. Hargreaves. Also for somebody in Beach Learning Zone, this one's for Luca. Dear Luca, you've been chosen for Celebration Gathering today because you have been really practicing your reading at home. We've loved hearing about how you've been challenging yourself each day during lockdown. And that's congratulations from Miss Salmon and Mrs. Hargreaves. This certificate is also for somebody in the same class. This is for Isabel. Isabel, you've been chosen for Celebration Gathering today because you've been really flexible when you're learning in your bubble. You're very kind and considerate of the other learners when you're learning together. Congratulations from Miss Salmon and Mrs. Hargreaves. We're going to go to the other class, and this one's for Zachary. Zachary, you've been chosen for Celebration Gathering today because of your enthusiasm for learning. You're always keen to join in and share what you know. And that's congratulations from Miss Driver and Mrs. Hargreaves. This certificate's for Isla. Isla, you've been chosen for Celebration Gathering today because of the resilience you've shown as a learner. You continue to do your distance learning and talk excitedly about what you've learnt. Congratulations from Miss Driver and Mrs. Hargreaves. And that's the certificates for Beach Learning Zone. Now we're going to go to Oak Learning Zone. So this one is for Zachary. Dear Zachary, you've been chosen for Celebration Gathering today because you always aim high with all of your home learning, and you should be really proud of your diary. And that's congratulations from Miss Smith and Mrs. Holbrook. This certificate's for Jackson. You've been chosen for Celebration Gathering today because you're always willing to tackle new challenges. You aim high in all of your learning. Well done. Congratulations from Miss Smith and Mrs. Holbrook. And this one's for Batul. You've been chosen for Celebration Gathering today because you can always be trusted to make the right choices. You always remember your rights and responsibilities, and we're so happy that you're now part of our school. Congratulations from Miss Smith and Mrs. Holbrook. Also in Oak Learning Zone, this one's for Jensen. You've been chosen for Celebration Gathering today because you've been a true stickability tortoise and persevered with learning new writing skills at home and in school, and it's great to see you becoming a more confident author. Congratulations from Miss McClelland and Mrs. Fuller. This certificate's for Freya, Freya M. You've been chosen for Celebration Gathering today because you are eager to learn and make the most of every learning opportunity. You've shared some fantastic distance learning with us, such as your brilliant self-portrait. Congratulations from Miss McClelland and Mrs. Fuller. Now this certificate is for Asenat. You've been chosen for Celebration Gathering today because you have a real excitement for learning and have been learning lots of new skills at home, such as reading and ordering the team numbers. Congratulations from Miss McClelland and Mrs. Fuller. And then this certificate is for Edward. Edward, you've been chosen for Celebration Gathering today because you are a very inquisitive learner and ask lots of questions just like Curious Cat. You're always eager to share your discoveries with us at Learning Review Time. Congratulations, with love from Miss McClelland and Mrs. Fuller. So let's give those children a clap, and let's give all of those children a round of applause. And I'll say goodbye from me, and just to let you know that Noodle came back to school yesterday, so he is back at Walscourt Farm Academy, getting used to being back here so that he can welcome you back in September, because he'll be on the gate waiting for you. All right, bye. See you next week.